Today is going to be the longest train journey of my life from Austin, Texas, all the way up to Chicago, Illinois. And the reason why this is going to be such a special experience is because I am in first class on Amtrak. And I want to find out today why some people prefer a 28-hour train commute over a 2.5-hour flight. So we're going to be experiencing the entire Amtrak experience together in today's video. And as a wise man once said, it is not about the destination, but the journey it takes to get there. So let's see how this journey is going to be on Amtrak. Good morning, my friends, from Austin, Texas. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're in Texas and you didn't show us what it's like here. Well, guys, I can tell you, I'm gonna be back here sooner than later to experience the beautiful city of Austin. I came down here for a quick trip to see my cousin Robert, and we had some fun, explored, and we've got a podcast episode coming out here, so there is a little content coming. But anyways, we're gonna be riding the Amtrak train today. So I'm waiting for my Uber to arrive, and as soon as they get here, we're gonna be taking like a 7-minute drive right over to the train station. Luckily, the train station literally sits inside of the city, so we don't have to go too far, unlike if you're going to the airport. And we're gonna go on one of the craziest train journeys you can do in the US, one of the longest routes. And so I can't wait, because personally, I love trains. And if you're watching this video, I bet you do too. So let's do this. And my friends, after an 8-minute ride, we have made it to the Amtrak station here in Austin, Texas. So to be honest, I was expecting to have a bit bigger of a station, but it's a small one. However, the nice part is, as you can see, guys, that is the city right there. So you can take the train pretty much anywhere in the United States, and it'll drop you off right there in the center where you can literally walk there. Apartments here, skyrise is there, and just a few minutes away from everything here in Austin. So this is gonna be our cruise for the next day and a half. To be honest, I had imagined a much larger train station in Austin, hence why I arrived 50 minutes early. That said, it is sandwiched right inside of Austin. I decided to wait outside and chill here until I could hear the echo of the train in the distance, seemingly coming right out of the city skyline. All aboard! They say America doesn't have trains, but today we're gonna show you something different as we're getting all aboard the Amtrak right here. That's going to take us 28 hours to Chicago, Illinois. So this is going to be quite the journey, and we're passing all of these different classes here, which are like coach classes, and we're going to be getting into a sleeper cabin up here. So this is like the first class experience of the train. I think this is the diner lounge car right there, and a little bit further is going to be the sleeper cabin. Morning, how are you? Room at 6. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're going to be going up on the second floor. That's where all the rooms are. And here we are, where we're going to spend the next nearly over a day. Let's check this place out. Welcome to first class on the Amtrak. Alright guys, so we have just made it on the train, and we're starting our 28-hour journey up to Chicago, which is going to be awesome. I absolutely love trains. I'm obsessed with them. And most people think that America doesn't really have any trains. While we don't have an extensive network like Europe and other countries like Japan and China, places like that, we do still have the Amtrak network. And so the Amtrak train route is going to be taking us so far into the United States through so many different landscapes. And while we're doing that, we're going to show you what the different experiences are like. So we are hopping aboard and going to show you guys what our roomette is. So there's a few different types of first class experiences. The roomette is the most cost effective, but it is not the largest, as you can probably imagine, being the most cost effective, but it does still offer privacy, comfort, and a really cool experience to travel around the country in comfort, and especially since it's an overnight train, have a place to sleep. Now you can get tickets across the country for maybe like $100, $150, depending on when you buy them. I think the prices will obviously vary quite a bit, but what you can't get in the economy is a lay flat bed. So I'll show you a little tour of the roomette right here. And so when you first walk in, as you can see, it seats 2 people here, and it is probably, I'd say, like maybe 4 or 5 feet wide from this way, and then we're probably at maybe like 6 to 8 feet. We'll put in the exact dimensions here for you guys. And during the day here, we have 2 seats, and they have fresh pillows right here for comfort, and then up here, this right here actually turns into a bed, and down here turns into a bed. Now this train ticket, I did pay $500 or $600 for it, so it wasn't cheap to go across the country. It is more expensive than flying. Like I could have flown from Austin, Texas up to Chicago or Milwaukee for between $100 to $250 and probably maybe even less than that had I booked it further out. But this is like an experience, right? Like people don't take the train to get somewhere quickly. They take the train to take their time. And, you know, for some people like me, this is like super relaxing to have a place to grind and relax and, you know, just take in the views of America. As you guys can probably tell, my life is constantly on the move. I'm on my way from Texas all the way up to Chicago, and I'm essentially doing multiple things at once. I'm here filming a video. I get to see the countryside of the United States, as well as relax, read, and sleep over on a train in this first class cabin. So it's a lot of fun, but being on the move sometimes has its challenges. Like for example, when I'm traveling and I run out of battery on my phone, or when I drop my phone, or when I just simply need my phone to be able to sit like that, watch a movie, record some content, or whatever it might be. My phone is what keeps me grounded as I travel all over the world. It keeps me connected with my family, my friends, it keeps my business alive. That's why I'm excited to share with you today how Taurus has changed the way I travel and how I protect my phone. So the first one I want to show you is the Taurus O stand case, which is the original designer of the O stand. And check this out. From any angle, you can turn the O and set your phone up just how you like it. Voila, let's watch it whatever we want, take videos however we want, and have this thing ready to go. And when it comes to screen protection, the Taurus Glass Go screen protector has made all the difference. It's easy to apply with no annoying air bubbles, and it's tough enough to handle scratches and drops. I barely notice it's there. It's much thinner than any other screen protectors I've had, but the peace of mind knowing my screen is protected while I capture moments is everything. Another must-have for travel is the Taurus Mini Mag power bank. The crazy part is this ultra slim power bank is about the width of 3 credit cards, so it actually effortlessly fits into my bag without taking up space. And despite its small size, it delivers fast wireless magnetic charging, keeping my phone powered up during long days of exploring. Whether I'm using GPS, snapping photos, or recording videos, this power bank ensures my phone stays charged exactly when I need it. With Taurus, I have found the perfect travel companion, which is reliable gear. Honestly, every traveler needs this upgrade so that way they can focus on the journey and not the gear. So if you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some Taurus phone accessories now, make sure to head down to the link in the description below so you can grab it. Anyways, what you guys have been waiting for is the tour. So we're going to explore this together. I haven't done any research on how this all works, but what I can tell you is we're going to figure it out together. So during the day here, it looks like we've even got a checkerboard built into here, so that's kind of cool. They really kind of made something unique for a tray table. So we're gonna close that for now. So right over here, we've got an outlet there to be able to plug in. We have our own private temperature control right there, and we've got fresh linens right here. That's one thing that I've heard is recently they have upgraded all their linens to new ones, so that's great. And over here on this side, it looks like we've got a ceiling light. We've also got a push to call button, maybe if we need something, and a music control. And I'm guessing that's for the light. And it's pretty spacious here. As you can see, they give you tissues down there. We've got a couple different shelves. I've put one backpack there, the other backpack on a coat hanger, and there might be like other, I guess, lights down here you can turn on. There's our private air conditioner unit, and there's even hangers. So if I had something to hang up, I could toss that right there, and more storage space. So I can put my whole bag down here. There is space downstairs, I think, to hold maybe another bag. It's cozy, it's small. It's probably about the same size as if you saw my last video flying first class from Dubai all the way over to Houston, Texas. It's a similar size in terms of like how much space you have, but like a private pod to travel a long distance is awesome. We are going to be traveling a whopping 1,200 miles by rail on board the Texas Eagle train, which travels between the two cities, Austin and Chicago, and much further depending on your trip. But for mine, I'm taking a 28 to 30 hour trip, so it is going to be so cool to see what it is like on board. Along the route, we will be making 28 stops, with most of the stops ranging between 2 to 5 minutes, and so there's not an opportunity to get off. However, Fort Worth, Dallas, and Little Rock have between 10 and 20 minute stops, and St. Louis, Missouri has the largest stop of around 20 to 30 minutes.
The crazy part is, most of the world assumes America doesn't have trains, but there are actually a lot more than people realize, although it is not as many as I personally wish there were in the US. Amtrak is the main passenger train service in the US, carrying roughly 87,000 passengers per day, providing long distance and regional rail travel across the country. It connects over 500 destinations, making it a critical part of the nation's transportation network. While the US is known for cars and planes, Amtrak keeps train travel alive with 21,000 route miles, covering a significant portion of the country, which is 46 states, and the 4 that are not are Hawaii, Alaska, South Dakota, and Wyoming, but the rest you can find Amtrak in.
Welcome to the Amtrak, my friends. I think it's time to get ourselves some food. What do you think? All right, guys, we're going over to the dining car, so let's check this out. All right, that opens up just like that, and then, all right, we got ourselves a spot. So it looks like we are in the dining car right now, and as you can see here, we've got the full menu. We're gonna be having a nice little breakfast here on the Amtrak. So this is my first time taking an Amtrak train, and it is my first time taking a journey this long. I've traveled once from the southern part of Pakistan all the way to the north, and that took, I think, 25 hours. So this 28-hour journey is going to set a new record. And since we made it on before, I think 9:30 when the cutoff time is, we actually get ourselves a nice breakfast to start out. So sitting here in the first class area, you get a fully prepped meal. I know on some of the Amtrak trains that go out west, I think they have the best food on that route. Now this kind of Midwesterner route isn't going to be number one, but it is going to be one that we're really going to enjoy today. And we're going to start out with either continental breakfast, buttermilk pancakes, something like that. And that'll be our first meal here on the train. So we'll have quite a few, show you the full experience, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and many different things, including a full tour of this train to see what it's like. And by the end of this video, guys, you're gonna have a good idea whether or not you wanna take a 2.5-hour flight to get to Chicago, or you wanna take a 28-hour journey to get from Texas all the way to Chicago. I'm really excited because I love trains. It's an enjoyable experience, and there's tons of different things you can do on board. Read for a little bit of time, work on these next videos that I'm working on at the moment, and simply just see a lot of America that you wouldn't normally see if you were taking a plane over there. So I can't wait for this, and I think it's time to get something to eat, get these stomachs filled, maybe a nice cup of joe, and we'll be ready to go. So here's what we got, really quick meal prep. We've got the coffee and orange juice right here, and then pancakes, I guess, are pre-made, ready to go. So let's see what a breakfast on Amtrak looks like. So it kind of looks like, reminds me of a McDonald's breakfast, I would say. Let's test it out and see how it is. All right, test number one is the sausage. We did get a recommendation. Number one thing to get is the omelet. So we'll have to try that maybe for breakfast tomorrow. Sausage is flavorful. I will say the one thing that I wish there was more of is a little bit cleaner of windows, because it's kind of hard to see things really clearly. But aside from that, this is really cool. I mean, we are going to see a lot of America over the next 28 hours, and there's a lot of space to move around. It will be a fair amount of things to do throughout the ride. It's very similar to like McDonald's pancakes, which, depending on if you like McDonald's or not, might play a big part on how you'd analyze that. But I'd say it's pretty good for a breakfast on a train. I mean, look at how quick we're moving at the moment. So we're gonna head on down and show you some of the other amenities. Down here, we've got ourselves some fresh coffee along the route there, so we can just come down here at any moment, get ourselves some coffee, and that is pretty cool. Then coming down the stairs here, we've got extra bag storage down there, and this is the door where we hopped on. So that's cool. The windows are much cleaner here, so you can see outside and see along our train journey. Interesting part is this terrain right here, vast farmlands and a lot of flatlands, reminds me of where I'm from in Wisconsin, Illinois area. Hey, how are you?
Oh, you're doing so. I heard somebody knocking on.
Oh yeah, that was me. yeah. I probably sounded like a tour guide. Let's see what the restrooms are like in here. So it's kind of like an airplane bathroom. We've got all the amenities pretty clean in here for the most part. I think they've got hot and cold water, high pressure, toilet right there, Febreze, and a coat hook. So yeah, you got a bathroom that's good to go. And there is showers. You can actually take a shower on the Amtrak, which is super cool. if you're staying in the roomette, you get access to this. Now, coach does not get access to the showers, from what I understand. And if you are in the roomettes, you get to use this shared shower. And it looks like they've got a deodorant soap, but that's all. There isn't any other soaps other than that. I did find that out on a video before. That is the shower, warm, cold. We're gonna test one out still and see what it's like. But yeah, it's pretty cool that you can take a shower on the train. If you're staying in one of the full-size, like bedroom style cabins in here, you actually have a shower and bathroom built into your suite. Originally, I was gonna take the bedroom experience all the way up to Chicago just because there's more space. I think there's like a chair in there and a few other things that just gives you more space to like stretch out. But actually, I booked this ticket one day before, so when I looked at it 5 days before, it was about $700 to go all the way up north. And then the day before I took this route, I looked at it and it went up to $1,200. So the ticket prices can absolutely fluctuate so much for this journey. I would make the assumption, being a first-time rider on this long-distance train, that the further you book in advance, the more likely you are. But yeah, so I ended up in the roomette for about $589 rather than $700 to $1,200 for a full bedroom suite. So yeah, that's kind of an introduction to what the Amtrak experience is going to be like. Santa Fe, here in Clayburn, Texas. Guys, so it is already 4:30 p.m., almost 5 p.m., and I've been on the train since 9:30. So that means we've already knocked out 7 hours. And what have I done this entire time? Well, I've had breakfast, I've had lunch. Now, I didn't show lunch too much because actually the one thing, which is great when you're not filming, but in my case it was a little bit tough, is they seat you actually with other people. So the cool part is you get an opportunity to meet other people, but at the same time, I didn't want to just like show up with a camera and just like sit it down when this woman and her daughter were eating. So I just kind of chatted with them, and then I got one single video I can put in here of what the lunch was like. But wasn't super impressed with the lunch food in general. I mean, it was fine. It's definitely not as good as airplane food, I would say. Right when we were getting comfortable, the train attendant, which I wasn't recording, had just dropped off our meal. So the cool part is the first drink you get in the evening at dinner time is on the house. It is free, right? Well, technically, I think my $580 ticket covers one drink, I would say. So we've got the Stella, we've got ourselves salmon, broccoli, rice, a dinner roll, and a brownie, along with some San Pellegrino. Let's go. All right, my friends, I think it's about that time to see what Amtrak has when it comes to salmon on board in the first class cabin. It is not as good as my dad's salmon, but it gets the job done. It's pretty good. I mean, a meal like this, to order salmon at a restaurant, is going to run you like $20-30 bucks with a beer, with a sparkling water and a brownie and a dessert. I mean, yeah, that's like $40 dinner in some of the major cities. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be as high of quality as restaurant quality, but pretty good. The best food is served on the line from San Antonio over to Los Angeles. I guess the menu options seem like full-on gourmet meals. So this one seems more of like a pre-made meal that was maybe reheated, if I were to guess. So that, my friends, was a dinner experience on Amtrak for you. It was really nice. The cool part is you have the option to have it in your room if you want to be antisocial, or you can have it in the dining car. And that's if you want to make some friends. I think people are probably going to hang out there. So I think it's time for us to get moving. Guys, look at this. We've just got, I don't know if all these people are waiting here to watch the train go by, but everyone is super excited. Everyone's waving here and they're all watching. What is going on? Hello, hello. There must be something bigger happening. There's no way this whole town just waits here to watch the train pass. I don't even know what to think of all that. That was the whole town just waiting there. Guys, maybe something is happening. The train is now in reverse. So we're actually heading back towards Mineola. It must be a big day. It must be. There's no way this happens every day. Welcome to Mineola, Texas. Guys, we might have gotten ahead of ourselves. I don't think the Mineolians are waiting for us. I think there must be another train coming because we backed up and now the other tracks are open and everyone is staring down this way, which makes me think there must be like some once-in-a-lifetime train passing. Guys, unfortunately, as much as we thought the town of Mineola was waving to us, that is not the case. There is a famous steam train that's about to pass by So we're gonna check this thing out once it comes this way. All right, so we can check out coach cabin while we're looking for the best view. But I wanted to see if we could see it. So on one of these, yeah, see there's the whole town. I thought they were originally coming out to wave to us, but we're not that special being the Amtrak. All right, guys, we're probably gonna head back to the dining car. All right, I think this is gonna be our best shot down here. Nice part, guys, we're getting our steps and cruising from one side of the train to the other. I need a little evening excitement, so this worked out quite well.
So at first when we were looking out the window, we thought it was possible that everyone was just so excited to see the Amtrak coming through Mineola, but sadly that's not the case. But something a little bit more exciting is for one time per year, the steam train does a route where it's coming through this place. So this makes sense why everyone's waiting on the tracks right now.
It's not us.
And so like you were probably like waiting for this day too?
Well, you know,
You've seen it
it's
before?
a freak accident that I'm here. No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen it before?
It's just a freak accident that I'm here and it's coming through the train. Because it
Oh,
was
that's
in
awesome.
Illinois,
Yeah.
Michelle or somewhere. It was in Illinois. I don't know. It's a freak accident I'm here.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, that's so
it's Super
cool.
Bowl.
And so how many years have you been working with Amtrak?
14.
14 years, and this is her first time, guys. And this is my first time ever doing an Amtrak train long distance, and it's a 1 out of 365 day chance that I'd be on this train.
Pretty
So
much. And I'm sure there are people out there that have me totally wrong and know more than I do. I just know the steam train is UP's steam train, and it's out and about.
yeah, so this is gonna be crazy. First time on an Amtrak and first time seeing a steam train. Get ready for a video. I won't be able to take the video, but she might be able to share one for me. So this is probably like a yearly celebration in this town.
Wherever it might end up going.
Okay, so we're just gonna film my reaction of this because she's getting the video, and this is crazy. Oh my gosh, that was freaking insane. Wow. That was like scary too. Wow. Guys, I am absolutely in shock right now. And that is it.
That is it.
And it's done.
That is why everybody was out there. That is it for 1 minute and 5 seconds of a giant train.
That was awesome.
So that was a cool little stop here in Mineola. That was so unexpected, and I am just in shock. I was originally going to take the train on Monday, and I had no idea. This was completely unplanned, but this is a steam train that only does this route 1 time per year. Until next time, Mineola.
After coincidentally being on the Amtrak the day the legendary Big Boy steam locomotive ripped past us, I had to look it up and find out more for you all. Big Boy is known as Union Pacific's number 4014, and the train gets its fame for being one of the largest and most powerful steam engines ever built. It was designed in the 1940s to haul heavy freight over the rugged terrain between Wyoming and Utah, and now today it symbolizes the peak of steam locomotive engineering. Big Boy weighs over 1 million pounds, representing the industrial strength of the United States during World War II and its critical role in powering the nation's economy. In 2019, Union Pacific reintroduced number 4014, aka Big Boy, which has been a captivating experience for train enthusiasts to see as it serves as a living museum of America's railroad history. Its ongoing tours keep the legacy of steam power alive, connecting the past and present as we saw today.
To say it nicely, my friends, what a day it has been. We have made it so far. We are now at almost 11 p.m. Got on here 14 hours ago. Now it's time to go ahead and prepare this bed and get it ready because I am getting so tired I can barely even speak, as you can probably tell. So let's do this. All right, now it's time to get ready for bed, my friends. Bringing you guys with to see what it is like doing the bathroom deal here. I think they provide nothing when it comes to toiletries, so you gotta bring your own. And the train is rocking a bit. but I think we should be able to brush the teeth. Holy crap. I don't even know how to do this without making a mess everywhere. Alright, bedtime. Good night, world. Good night, world. Alright. We got it. And boom, we got pajamas on now. We got blankets. Alright. Alright. What a day it's been. Good night, my friends. Hi ho, hi ho. Off to the shower we go. Looks like I just leave towels there. Perfect. Let's try out a shower on a train. This time we're not moving, but maybe we will be by the end. All right, we are taking a shower on board the Amtrak. Now that is pretty awesome. Nothing better than being able to arrive places when you're fresh. And voila, shower complete. That is a nice part on this train is they do give you enough like beverages and stuff to stay good to go. Like there was multiple waters in here. Obviously you get drinks with every meal. So there's never like a moment where I needed to go search for any drinks besides a cup of coffee. That's actually not a bad idea. Coffee, coffee, coffee. That part is fantastic. Fresh coffee's ready to go the second you wake up. Oh, trying to carry a hot cup of coffee while the train is rocking is not the easiest. But we made it. Back to safety. All right, guys, good news is I just checked the map and it looks like we are in St. Louis. So we've made it all the way up to St. Louis, Missouri. And I have not gotten even close to being bored yet. I got a great night's sleep. I didn't say that fully when I hopped out of bed, but I slept 7 hours maybe, went to bed around 11. And I did wake up a couple times in the night, but like the actual sleep when I was trying to sleep, I slept fantastic. So really, really happy with this experience so far. And here we are in St. Louis, Missouri. This is probably the most famous part of St. Louis. The arch right there, along with the Cardinals Stadium. Alright, there we go. We got ourselves a nice, delicious meal right there. So today on the menu here, I'm gonna make this a quick little tour, my friends, because it looks like we're gonna have some neighbors here soon, and I don't want to disrupt them. So we've got Sprite. Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Very good, thank you. We've got chips. We've got buttermilk cakes and a sub here. So quite a nice little spread of chow to eat here. This looks delicious. Let's dig in, my friends. 10 out of 10. If you guys get Rachel on your train, it is more rare and a better experience even than seeing the steam train yesterday. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was an impressive journey and great to prove to many that America has a more extensive train network than most people realize. I cannot wait to head out west and take you on some more of the scenic routes in the US in a future video. And my friends, we have made it to Chicago. It is time to get off this train. And that, my friends, was a 28-hour first class journey all the way from Austin, Texas here to Chicago, Illinois. That was awesome. I'd say, I don't even know how much of this you can hear right now because these engines right here, this is what just got us down here, these massive train engines. And I feel well rested, got a nice shower in, pretty decent meals. Not the best I've ever had, but you know, gets the job done. And yeah, now in Chicago. By the way, guys, don't forget to head down to the link in the description below if you want to check out the tourist phone accessories that I'm using now, and they will save you a lot of time and money because you'll be damaging your phone a lot less. So welcome to Chicago.